Today is a quick video on getting some calcium in your diet. This snack also makes a good appetizer with some tweaks, and I'll tell you all about it, so stay tuned. Hey there, Wrinkled Runner here. Did you know figs have calcium? I didn't until I was researching how to get some nutrients that we need to keep up with as runners. And I'm an advocate for using real food, not supplements all the time, to get things into our bodies that we need. Figs stuffed with manchego cheese is a recipe I found on the WebMD website of all places, and we're going to make some today for a mid-afternoon pick-me-up. I could not find like the figs that you usually see, kind of the purpley kinds that you cut in half and they're like the fresh figs. I couldn't find them in any of the places that I go to for groceries. But I did get these pajarero figs. They're smaller, but we're going to try to use them. And I believe, you can see the inside of that, right? You can see the inside of that. It's fig. It's probably dried figs. It doesn't really say, but I'm guessing because of what it looks like, they're dried instead of fresh. But dried figs actually have a lot of calcium in them. So I think this is going to be just as good. Now the manchego cheese is from Spain, and it's a harder kind of cheese. It's not quite a soft cheese. So we're going to be cutting them very thinly as we stuff them into these figs. Now, cheese is cheese, and it's also a good source of calcium. So if you can't find this kind of cheese, or you find that you don't like it, or there's another cheese that you really, really like, just go ahead and substitute that. Okay, so if you use fresh figs, you're going to be able to get a bigger cut out of it, obviously, than the dried figs. And the recipe shows, like, if you lopped off the top of the fresh fig and then kind of ground out a little bit of the middle and then stuffed it with the cheese. But because of the way that this fig is being dried, I'm going to do it a different way. So I'm going to cut it this way, not all the way through, but from stem to the bottom. And then just kind of fold it open. And you can see it looks kind of like a fig Newton inside. And then this is a manchego cheese. And because it's a harder cheese, I'm just taking real thin slivers of it, kind of cutting it off almost like in a sheet, and then folding it up like that to stick it into the fig. Then you can kind of like smash it in and then close it up. So, it's not very pretty. It's a lot prettier if you have a fresh fig. So if you're looking for beauty in your food, I would suggest you use a fresh fig, but the dried fig is going to have a concentrated fig flavor, and I think you'll really like it when you taste it. Okay, so I'm going to taste our little fig sandwich here. It's got that little crunch from the seeds inside, and it like I said, it's going to have a much more concentrated fig flavor when you use the dried figs as opposed to the fresh figs. And the cheese adds a little bit of saltiness. It's not a very strong tasting cheese. Now, if you like a strong tasting cheese, I would even put blue cheese in this, but I love blue cheese, so I could just eat blue cheese all day long with not having anything on it. But I think this would make a really good snack, and I also have some ideas for some appetizers. You can change the cheese and use a soft brie, bake that in the oven, drizzle that with some fig jam, warmed in the microwave, and add some toasted walnuts. Look up figs and cheese and see what other people have come up with for this delicious combination. Next week, I'm making slow roasted salmon to get a boost of omega-3 fats. Hit subscribe so you can join me next Wednesday morning for the recipe, and then hit the grocery store for a really yummy weeknight dinner. You can link to my once-a-month newsletter in the description below the video, and check out the podcast and blog that I also produce content on. I'm a running coach from Buffalo, New York, and the 2022 season is opening soon. head over to my coaching page and see if utilizing a run coach is for you. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have at sherry@wrinkledrunner.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the run.